Hi guys, so for today's video, we will discuss 3 topics on fundamentals of surveying. First topic is distance by pacing. Second is adjustment of a closed compass traverse. And third is Simpson's 1/3 rule. This is our problem for distance by pacing. A 45-meter course, AB, on level ground was paced by a surveyor for the purpose of determining his pace factor. The number of paces for each trial taken are shown in the accompanying tabulation. Requirements: A. Determine his pace factor. B. If the surveyor then took 771, 770, 768, 770, 772, and 769 paces in walking an unknown distance CD, what is the length of the line? C. Assuming that the tape length of line CD is 667.0 meter, determine the relative precision of the measurement performed. After analyzing the problem, you can now proceed to solution. So, after determining what is asked, we can now start our solution. So, the first is determining the pace factor. So, you need to write first the length. So, according to the problem, the length is 45 meters. And next is number of trials taken. So, you would put this as N1. So, N1 is equals to 6. Next is sum. So, indicated in the problem are numbers 50, 53, 51, 53, 52, and 53. So, if you add that, the answer would be 312 paces. Next is the mean. So, what is the formula for the mean? It is sum 1 here over N1, which is here. So, sum is equals to 312 over 6. So, that would be 52 paces. Next is the pace factor. So, PF stands for pace factor. So, the formula in finding the PF is length over mean. So, what is our length? So, it is 45 meters over the mean, which is 52 paces. So, if you divide that, the answer would be 0.865 meter per pace. So, now that we are done with letter A, we can now proceed to letter B. So, for letter B, we will determine the unknown distance. What we need is the number of trials taken. So, that would be N2 equals 6. Then, we need to find the sum of the given numbers on letter B. So, that is 771 plus 770 plus 768 plus 770 plus 772 plus 769. That would be 4,620 paces. Next is, we also need to find the mean. So, earlier we have discussed the formula for finding the mean. So, that is sum over the number of trials taken. So, the sum is 4,620 and the number of trials taken is 6. The answer would be 770 paces. So, the last thing that we need to find is PD, so pace distance or pace length. So, the formula for that is mean times pace factor that we have solved earlier in letter A. So, that would be 770 paces times 0.865 meter per pace. the answer would be 666.1 meter. So that is the base length of line CD. The last thing that we need to do is to determine the relative precision. So according to the requirement given in the problem, assume that the tape distance is equals to 667.0 meters. So we will put that as TD equals 667.0 meter. Next is, we will put the pace distance or PD. So that is what we solved in letter B earlier. So that is 666.1 meter. And next is RP, the relative precision. So the formula for that is tape distance minus pace distance divided by tape distance. So that is 667.0 minus the pace distance 666.1 over the tape distance again 667.0. So the answer for that is 0.9 over 667.0, or we could simply say that 1 over 741 or 1 over 700. So that's it. So we already found the pace factor, the unknown distance, and the relative precision.
We can now proceed to our next topic, which is the adjustment of a closed compass traverse. This is the problem for the adjustment of a closed compass traverse. The following are observed bearings of a closed compass traverse. Compute the interior angles and correct them for observational errors. Assuming the observed bearing of line AB, which is the best line to be correct, adjust the bearings of the remaining sides.
So here is the plot of the closed traverse based on the observed data. So as you can see here, from A, B, C, D, E. So these are the stations, and it is north, east, west, and south. So the first thing that we need to do in the solution is to solve for the interior angle. So for the station A, so according dun sa na-draw natin, so eto siya. So kailangan nating hanapin yung angle nito pupunta dito. So ang meron lang tayo ay yung 28 tsaka itong may 30 na to. So ano yung gagawin natin dyan? So ilalagay natin na 180 degrees plus 28 plus 30. So ang answer for that ay 238 degrees and 40. So, ayan. So, next na tayo sa station B. So, kunin ulit yung na plot. So, B. Hanapin natin yung B. Ito. So, ang meron lang tayo for that ay yung 30 degrees and 40 minutes and 83 degrees and 30 minutes. So paano yan? So, kailangan nating hanapin dyan yung ito naman, yung interior na yan. Ito. So, paano natin magagawa yan? So, kailangan syempre natin itong line na to, diba yan yung BA, and yung line na to ay yung BC. So, ang gagawin natin dyan, katulad nung nauna, pero, i-minus lang natin. So, ang answer niya ay magiging ito, 65 degrees and 30 minutes. So, yan yung interior angle ng B. So, for station C naman, hahanapin pa rin natin syempre, ano bang hinahanap natin dito? Diba, interior angles lahat. So, ito, tingnan ulit natin, ito siya. Diba, ito lang naman yung given, yung 84 degrees and 30 minutes and yung 2 degrees. So, ito yung hahanapin natin. So, ang gagawin lang natin dyan, ang hanapin natin ay from here hanggang dito. So, ang gagawin lang natin dyan ay ipagmaminus lang natin yung dalawa. So, that would be 84 degrees and 30 minutes minus 2 degrees. So, ang answer ay 82 degrees and 30 minutes. So, yan yung interior angle sa C. So, we will proceed naman sa station D. So, for station D, ito siya. So, ang given dyan ay itong dalawa na to. So, ang gagawin naman natin dyan ay ipag-a-add naman natin sila. Kasi, ang hinahanap natin dyan ay from here to here. 'Di ba? So, syempre, i-add lang natin sila para makuha natin kung ano yung interior angle. So, that would be 2 degrees, 15 minutes, plus 89 degrees, 30 minutes. So, ang answer ay 91 degrees and 45 minutes. Next is for the station E. So, ito siya, 'di ba? So, 90 degrees siya. So, due east siya kasi nandito nga siya sa E. So, yan yung observed bearing ng ED. Tas, ito naman yung sa EA. So, anong gagawin natin dyan? So, i-minus natin yung 180 doon sa dalawang ito. Kasi, ang hinahanap natin na dyan ay from here to here. So, that would be 180 degrees minus 90 degrees plus 28 degrees 50 minutes. So, ang answer for that ay 61 degrees and 10 minutes. So, nahanap na natin yung lahat ng yan. So, we would proceed na sa adjusting the interior angle. So para ma-adjust natin yung interior angles, the first thing that we need to do is to add all of the interior angles na nahanap natin kanina. So, theta A plus theta B plus theta C plus theta D plus theta E. So, that would be 238 degrees 40 minutes plus 65 degrees 30 minutes plus 82 degrees 30 minutes 91 degrees 45 minutes and 61 degrees 10 minutes. So, pag pinag-add natin lahat yan, ang sum would be 539 degrees and 35 minutes. So, yan yung sum ng lahat ng interior angles. Next thing naman, for the sum B, so, sum B. So, it is the sum of the interior angles of a polygon of 5 sides. So, eto siya. So, sum B, ang formula niya lagi is n minus 2 times 180 degrees. So, ano yung n? Yung n would be the number of sides. So, since polygon siya, 5 sides, so ang ilalagay natin dyan ay 5 minus 2 multiplied by 180 degrees. Ang answer for that is 540 degrees. So, next is, diba, nakuha na natin yung sum A at yung sum B. After natin makuha yung dalawa, i-subtract natin yung sum B doon sa sum A. So, sum B minus sum A, that would be 540 degrees minus 539 degrees and 35 minutes. So, bakit natin ipagmaminus yung dalawa? We need to get the error of closure. So, para saan ba yung error of closure? So, doon natin malalaman, pagkakuha natin ito, i-divide natin siya ulit doon sa nakuha natin na n, yung n kanina, which is yung 5, para makuha natin yung correction per interior angle. Kasi nga, diba, i-adjust natin siya. Doon natin malalaman kung ano na yung na-correct na interior angle. So, for that, ang answer ay 25 minutes. So, kunin na natin yung error of closure. So, ang gagawin lang natin dyan ay i-divide natin to by 5. So, pwedeng ganyan na lang. And the answer would be 5 minutes. So, yan yung i-add natin doon sa nakuha natin ng mga interior angle kanina. Tapos, dapat ang sum niya ay katulad din nung nakuha natin na sum doon sa B. Ito. So, since sum A is less than sum B, yung correction na nahanap natin would be added to each interior angle para ma-determine natin yung adjusted interior angle ng each station. So, kapag naman yan ay greater than, isa-subtract naman natin siya. So, sa case natin, it is less than, so, i-add natin siya. So, for theta A, that would be 238 degrees and 40 minutes plus yung 5 minutes na nakuha natin kanina. So, ang answer for that is 238 degrees and 45 minutes. So, next is, gagawin natin siya hanggang sa station E. So, ganun lang yung, yung katulad ulit, yung lahat ng nakuha natin na. So, next is for station B. So, that would be 65 degrees, 30 minutes plus 5 minutes. So, ang answer ay 65 degrees, 35 minutes. Next is for station C. So, 82 degrees, 30 minutes plus 5 minutes. That is 82 degrees, 35 minutes. So, station D, 91 degrees, 45 minutes plus 5 minutes. So, that is 91 degrees and, 50 minutes. So, that is 50 minutes. So, lastly, station E is 61 degrees, 10 minutes plus 5 minutes. The answer would be 61 degrees and 15 minutes. So, we would add all of these corrected na interior angle. So, ang answer would be 540 degrees. So, katulad ng answer natin na nakuha sa sum B. So, for number 3, we will solve for the adjusted bearing. So, I have already made the solutions for this. So, isa-solve pa lang muna natin. So, dinrawing ko lang siya. So, for letter A, so, it is for the lines BC and CB. So, kailangan natin tandaan na yung adjustment ay magsi-start from either end of the best line. So, here, sa BC and CB tayo magsi-start. So, ito yung drawing natin. So, ang hahanapin natin dyan ay ito. So, ano yung magiging formula natin for that? So, ang magiging formula natin for that, for BC ay 180 degrees minus yung ito na 30 degrees, 40 minutes. So, 30 degrees, 40 minutes plus ito 65 degrees 35 minutes. Kasi ito yung hahanapin natin eh. Hindi natin sila pwede ipag-add lang kasi nandito siya. So ang answer for that would be 83 degrees and 45 minutes, or ilalagay natin na south 83 degrees 45 minutes east. So yan na yung adjusted bearing of BC. Yan na yung bago niyang bearing. Yan na yung na-adjust. So also for bearing naman, so it is for bearing BC. So for bearing CB naman, sa south, ano yung opposite niya? That would be north, 83 degrees, 45 minutes, and that would be west. So, opposite lang siya ng south and opposite ng east. So, next would be the adjustment of lines CD and DC. So, ang gagawin natin dyan sa solution ay isasubtract lang natin ito kasi since ito hanggang dito siya and ito lang. So, para matira lang ay ito. So, ang formula for that, actually, isasubtract nga lang natin. So, ito siya, 83 degrees and 45 minutes minus 82 degrees and 35 minutes. So, ang answer for that is 1 degrees and 10 minutes, or for bearing CD, it is north 1 degrees and 10 minutes west. So, for DC, ano yung sabi natin kanina? Opposite lang siya. So, ano ang opposite ng north? That would be south. And ang west ay east. Finally, for the lines EA, ang gagawin lang natin sa kanila ay we would subtract them. So, ito kasi yung hinahanap, katulad ng ginawa natin kanina. Isasubtract lang natin sila para ito lang yung matitira. So, ang formula ay 89 degrees, 20 minutes, minus 61 degrees and 15 minutes. The answer would be 28 degrees and 5 minutes, or for the bearing ng EA, bearing EA, that is south 28 degrees 5 minutes east. And for the bearing AE, which is the opposite, north 28 degrees 5 minutes and west. So that is the solution for number. So, ang sunod natin na gagawin is the solution check. Kung tama ba yung adjustment natin. So, para makuha natin yon, ang gagamitin natin ay kung saan yung may best line. So, sa case natin, ang best line ay nasa AB. Iko-compute natin siya doon sa adjusted bearing of EA. So, ang mangyayari ay ito siya, AB is equals to the 238 degrees 45 minutes. So, yan yung adjusted nung kanina. So, minus 180 degrees plus 28 degrees and 5 minutes. So, ang answer would be 30 degrees 40 minutes. For bearing AB, it is south 30 degrees 40 minutes west, and for the bearing BA, the opposite again, so north and east. So since Katulad siya nung best line natin, ibig sabihin, tama yung computations natin. So, we will now proceed to the tabulation of adjusted traverse data para makita natin kung ano yung mga nasagot natin kanina. So, here is our tabulation of adjusted traverse data. So, this is the last step that you need to do. So, indicated here is the station, the computed interior angles, the correction, the adjusted interior angles, the line, and the adjusted bearing. So, from forward to back. So, this is what we solved earlier, and the sums.
And finally, we can now proceed to our last topic, which is the Simpson's one-third rule. This is our problem for the Simpson's one-third rule. From a transit line to the edge of a river, a series of perpendicular offsets are taken. These offsets are spaced 4 meters apart and were measured in the following order: 0.5, 1.4, 2.5, 5.6, 8.5, 7.4, 3.8, 5.1, and 2.3 meters. By Simpson's one-third rule, compute the area included between the transit line, the river's edge, and the line offsets.
So, according to the problem, we will use the Simpson's one-third rule. So, when using the Simpson's one-third rule, you will use the formula of area equals d over 3 h1 plus hn plus 2 h3 plus h5 hn minus 2 plus 4 h2 plus h4 plus hn minus 1. So this is the formula that we are going to use for the problem. So as you can see here, I have already finished drawing the problem given in the question. So it is said that they are 4 meters apart. So their distance is equal to each other, and the following order of 0.5, 1.4, 2.5, 5.6, 8.5, 7.4, 3.8, 5.1, and 2.3. So, using the Simpson's one-third rule, we will compute its area. So, as said here, compute the area included between the transit line. This is our transit line. The river's edge. Here, the curved boundary. And from the line offset. So, from here to here. So, we will compute all of these to find the area using the formula that we have written earlier. So in this case, our formula would be area equals d over 3 h1 plus, they are all 9. So you will put h9 plus 2. So all of the odd numbers are grouped here. h3 plus h5 plus h7 plus 4, and all the even numbers are grouped here. Plus 4, h2 plus h4 plus h6 plus h8. So, we will put the numbers here. So, the distance is 4. So, 4 over 3. What is our h1? It is 0.5. So, we will put 0.5 here. The h9 is 2.3 plus 2. h3, what is our h3? It is 2.5. h5 is 8.5. The h7 is 3.8 plus 4. For the h2, it is 1.4. For the h4, it is 5.6. For the h6, it is 7.4. And for the h8, it is 5.1. So, now our data is complete here. We can now solve for it. So, the answer is our area is equals to 147.20 square meters. So, that's it when you're using the Simpson's 1/3 rule to determine the area of a curved boundary. So, always put in mind the area that we have written earlier, the formula for the area that we have written earlier, so that you can easily solve for the area of the curved boundary.